So anyways, I was on the plane, and I started watching this space movie, and, it's just another one of those space movies where it's just like, everybody dies or people leave. There's always just like the one person left out in space. How are they going to survive? And I started to watch it. It's like, I already saw this fucking movie 2 years ago. Sandra Bullock did this movie, right? She got left alone. When Richard Gere fucking floated off into whatever this fucking guy's name is, the guy with the motorcycles, right? Married the lady finally. Guy from Ocean's 11. One of those guys, he has so much charisma, all he has to do is just say the fucking line. He doesn't have to throw any mustard on it. That guy. George Clooney, he just says the fucking line and you believe him. Right? Fucking guy's fearless. Did you see him in that movie? You didn't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm just going to float out into space. He's still cracking jokes and shit. I'm just going to go over here and suffocate. Take it easy, Sandy, right? That's how a man goes out. I bet once he floated out of her fucking earshot, he started crying. As you sit there fucking floating around. You gotta love sci-fi. You know why you gotta love sci-fi? I hate watching real shit about space. Because all they do is just tell you how infinite it is and how insignificant we are. It's like, I get it. I got it. Do you have anything else? Have you found one fucking living thing out there? You haven't. So there's really nothing to report other than it's so fucking immense and we still don't have the technology to meet anybody. That's why if you really want to see something about space, you got to watch a sci-fi movie. Say what you want about them. At least they find shit. There's car chases and people, hot chick aliens, right? Space bars and stuff like that. You fucking put on one of those Bravo shows with that black guy there who fucking knows everything. What's his name? He's like the guy from The Matrix. Lawrence Fishburne, except Fishburne. Whatever. He's like that guy, except he's real. Lawrence is real. I'm talking about his character. I fucking watched that guy. I've watched that guy like 3 times, and I just was. He had me believing that we came from the trees. I'm like, this guy is, yeah. And I was like, I thought we came from the ocean of mud. I was going with that. And this guy's like, no, we're from the trees. We got the same fucking. I don't know what he said, but I mean, there was nothing between my ears that could argue with anything that he said. You just have to fucking listen to it. I remember just sitting there watching the guy just going like, this has got to be what it's like when you join a cult. Like how dumb I feel right now. That's what you have to do. Like I was reading this fucking thing. Who's kidding who? I was browsing it. I don't really read anything. I saw this picture and I just put words to it in my brain and now I'm telling it to you. There's some fucking guy. I don't know, he had like 80 wives. One of those fucking weirdos out in fucking Utah. You know what I mean? Either that or he's just like, how come rappers don't talk about those guys? They're always talking about fucking pimps. How about a guy the guy's got 80 fucking women? They all know about each other and they're all smiling in the fucking picture. Huh? I want to see somebody else pull that off and not live in the middle of fucking Utah. I don't know what the fuck it is about Utah, but you could talk a woman into anything out there. You're the one for me. I am? Yeah, you and those 79 other bitches. Okay. Now go make me some butter, bitch. This guy's in prison and he's still running this harem. They don't know any better. When you're walking around with Little House on the Prairie clothes, I mean, you can fucking tell people anything. That's the key. You know what I mean? Like if you want to start a cult, it's very difficult to start it with people that have gone to a department store and bought their clothes. But if there's a group of people that are standing there in clothes that they made themselves, that's where you start. You know what I mean? It's like when you got a shit team. All right, and you got the number 1 draft pick, the team, the person you're going to build your fucking team around, that franchise player. When it comes to cults, the franchise tag is on all those people with those Little House on the Prairie clothes, those Quaker clothes, right? The QCs. You know, you ever think about I'd start a cult. I would do it, you know. I would definitely start a fucking cult. But then after a while, I wouldn't want to do the work. And I'd start like, what do they call that when you fucking don't want to do your job and you have other people do it? Delegating. I'd start delegating all the fucking things. And then granted, at one point, some people are going to be like, well, he said he was Jesus. How come he's not doing anything? I don't remember reading anything about Jesus being lazy. I mean, he just sits around and fucks everybody. I'm getting sick of this, man. Shit, maybe I'm Jesus. Right? And then he takes over, and then all of a sudden they all show up one day. You know, is there anything scarier than angry, stupid people standing in clothes that they made themselves? Just picture what that would look like. You know, the amount of monobrows staring back at you. And you just have to relinquish your power and just at some point ease your way out the back door and let them know that you're not the Son of God. There's a fucking afternoon for you, huh? Jesus Christ, how many deadbolts would you have on your bedroom door?